Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Pali's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be looking at a truly remarkable fragrance from the house of Perry Ellis. This is simply known as Perry Ellis For Men Original EDT Eau de Toilette. The original version came out in 1985. This is a reformulation. When the reformulation took place, I do not know. And I would just like to say, if you have any information or any experiences with this fragrance, and if you know when it went from the original formulation to the second formulation, just leave them in the comments down below, because a lot of the information about this fragrance is somewhat limited. Nevertheless, this formulation that I have is about 2010, 2011. So it's about 13 years old. And the older version, the original, is almost 40. So there is a big difference in time period from my formulation from the original. So it is likely that this could even be a third formulation from the house of Perry Ellis. But this fragrance is still a very full-bodied and heavy but gorgeous scent. It's one that will actually stain your clothes, lighter clothes. One gentleman claims that the original of this from 1985 is the closest fragrance he has ever smelled to Jean Patou Pour Homme, which of course is one of the most coveted men's fragrances. For me, this scent is all business, but it is not for everyone. Several reviewers say that the modern formulation is nothing close to the original. I have not smelled the original, and the original is in very limited supply online. So I'm just going to pull this out of the box, and I will talk about a couple of the differences from what I know. The original bottle looks similar to my formulation with the white top and an indentation. It says Perry Ellis Eau de Toilette. That's what it says on the most recent formulation, but on the original, it will either say Eau de Cologne or Cologne for Men Pour Homme, depending if you get a retail bottle or a tester. The newer version is apparently supposed to have more of a sweeter, boozy vanilla scent, and the older one is heavier, earthy, and more masculine in kind of a grim way. So I'm just going to take this and give it a spray. So right off the bat, I kind of get a heavy, mossy, but slightly sweet fragrance. I can definitely take in the carnation and the moss and rose. There's that type of combo, but it's very sophisticated and masculine. Very distinctive 80s scent that is still something that's still very wearable today. The dry down is awesome, super smooth, and it's very, I wouldn't say it's green, but it's earthy, mossy, and it kind of be like it's like a soil smell, like a sweeter soil smell, almost like you're in a cellar, which is storing maybe some kind of roses or carnations, and almost like there's the remnants of some kind of something that was burning and some kind of alcohol in the area. That's how I get it later on, but it is a very rugged fragrance. My bottle has great power, amazing scent bubble. I get 10 to 12 hours, and 20 hours later, I could still pick it up on my skin. The main difference between that, from my research, is the original bottle is composed of 30 notes. This version has 8 or 7, which is a dramatic difference. In this bottle, the advertised notes are galbanum, bergamot, and rose. The mid notes are carnation, and the base notes are leather, moss, and vanilla. So later on, you can pick up some leather, but it's still this kind of rose carnation, mossy scent with like maybe a touch of sweetness from vanilla. This fragrance I absolutely love. Even in the most recent formulation, it is absolutely sensational. And this is something that I think should be rediscovered, because it could be for a gentleman who's in his mid-20s that wants more of an individualistic scent, that wants to be taken seriously, that doesn't want the run-of-the-mill carbon copy like scents that are sweet and bubblegum like. And I think this is something that would definitely fit the bill, and it's very, very inexpensive. This is a 150 milliliter bottle, which you can get depending where you are for $40 to $50. So that's a great deal. You only have to use a couple sprays. You don't have to keep reapplying during the day. And the one thing that I notice is it is something that I think you could reapply if you needed to, because it doesn't seem to have any notes where I find there's certain notes that if you reapply it, it becomes congested and it changes the smell. So I think that this is still a very wearable fragrance for a gentleman, but it's more mature, it's more sophisticated. I definitely would like to get my hands on an original bottle, but that is going to be very, very difficult, and the prices could be outrageous for it. So if you have any experiences with this fragrance, especially if you know anything about formulation changes, or the original, which is the vintage, leave it in the comments down below, and I'd like to hear from you. Or if you have any questions about this fragrance, I will try to do my best to answer them. And if you like this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, and I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.